When everybody likes to talk. Thank you. Gentlemen, thank you for coming this evening. My name is Balisa, and this is what I do. I'm in research. So this is a very informal discussion. No wrong or right answers. Everything is based on your views and your opinions. So just want you to feel free, comfortable to share. I don't work alone. I've got colleagues sitting behind the mirror. They're taking notes, listening in as well. As you can see, the room is too small for all of us. So that's why they're sitting in the back. So it's important just to speak up. And I am recording, and the reason for my recording, I'm not taking notes myself. So it's important that we speak one at a time, that we don't all speak together, because then that way it will help with my recording. I've got a lot in store for you today. Fun games. Hopefully you will enjoy the discussion. So I'm just going to ask everyone to briefly introduce themselves. So if you tell me a bit about who you are, what do you do, and what do you drink, and why do you drink what you drink? So anyone can start.
I'm Becky Zwane. I work for South African National Parks. I'm the head of tourism standards.
Okay.
Yes, I do drink. I would say I sample, from wine, red wine being my favorite. I touch brandy and whiskey.
Okay.
I don't venture into beer.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay. And when you do touch whiskey, which whiskey brands would you touch on?
I like the softer whiskeys, Irish whiskeys.
Okay.
Yeah. Not too expensive.
So which brands particularly?
I'll venture into Bushmills and into Tulanji.
Okay.
Yeah, those.
Okay. Alright. And who's next? Anyone who's not sure?
I'm Tabiso Malcolm. I'm a learning architect at FMU. And what I drink the most, it's beer, Corona, and then sometimes I drink, it's Corona gin or champagne. And then whiskey is a can touch on that too. I'm not that big though on whiskey. Yes.
And which whiskey would you, when you do whiskey?
At Singleton or Johnny Black.
Okay. And why those two?
I think of my little drink, which is Singleton.
Musisi, and I work for Vodacom as a dealer sales manager, and I drink alcohol. Okay, my favorite being gin. Okay, all sorts of gin, from Seagrams to Tanqueray to Gordon's. I drink beer. I drink wine, yes, red wine, and some whiskey and some brandy. But yes, I'm a gin drinker.
Okay, all right. And when you're doing whiskey, what?
Whiskey,
would
you see,
drink?
all big. I like the Johnny Walker Green,
Okay.
and then the Jameson, the 12-year-old, just with the 12-year-old.
Okay. And why those?
I don't know, I've got a sweet sort of tongue, and that's why I drink a gin drink that I can mix with something. And that Johnny Walker Green's got a bit of a sweet sort of thing about it.
Okay.
That's why that's a Johnny Walker. So that's a Jameson, sorry.
Okay.
And I find other whiskeys too better for me.
Okay.
My name is Kusnati, founder of Two, staying in Plaquenist, Alberton. I work for the tourism board. I also drink alcohol. I love my beer. Also, I drink whiskey. Sometimes, very rarely, I would go champagne.
Okay. And whiskey? What?
Whiskey, I prefer Glenfiddich and black.
Okay. Black meaning?
Black label.
Johnny Walker Black. Okay. And why those two?
What my preference is Glenfiddich. It's smooth. I like the taste, and it doesn't give me a hangover in the morning. It also depends with me how it feels, because there's sometimes you can drink something, the next day you find that it doesn't go with your system,
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Department of Health. Mostly light beer, but it bloats, then I switch to wine. I mostly just drink whiskey at home. And it's usually a single malt. I actually prefer the Scottish ones
Okay.
as opposed to the Irish. They're
And
a
why
bit
is
more
that?
body
Okay.
character.
Okay.
Not too sweet, not too bitter, and less bitter.
Okay. All right.
Belvedere vodka. Emerson Budiba, I work for Standard Bank, customer consultants. I love my vodka. If I do drink any other thing, Johnny Walker, double black.
Okay.
Double black with ice. Just as is.
Okay. All right.
Beer,
Why that?
you know, I'm not big with beer.
Okay.
I don't know, I don't like the bitterness or something.
And why Johnny Walker double black for you?
It's the taste, one. Two, no headaches. You know, maphuzo ezinye izinto when you've had other drinks, which I won't mention. The headache the next morning is a problem, and you're not really functional. So
Okay.
it doesn't really. You can drink as much as you like, responsibly, of course.
Okay.
Sadila here. Sometimes think I'm an alcoholic.
Yes.
I'm a beer drinker, Heineken, all the way. If I do switch, I switch to gin, be it your Gordon's, Tanqueray, the Seagrams. Yes. Seldom drink whiskey, and if I do, it's gonna be a glass or two, and that's it for me. And I prefer mostly the Scotch whiskies, your Glenlivet, your Glenmorangie. For me, like you said, it's got weight. It's not like what I used to drink before, which was your Jameson. For me, it's too sweet.
Okay.
Okay, I'm Tsebo, also with Gauteng Department of Health Commission. Normally, it's gin, alright? And then occasionally, then I would do whiskey. And a friend of mine, a colleague, actually introduced me to Jack Daniels. And I found that, because I've got a sweet tooth, then, I need to edit, like add maybe soft drinks to it. So I'll just have it on ice. So that's one of my favorites at the moment.
When you
yes.
do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I have to do whiskey, that's what I go for.
Okay. All right. Okay, gentlemen. I think that's everyone. Nice to meet all of you. And when you are gifting, do you actually buy whiskey as gifts?
Usually. Yes.
Usually.
Also,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Most of my friends, most of my friends drink whiskey, that's one, but also my clients at work. You know, it's just such an easy sort of present to give to someone, especially males, and that's usually who most of my clients are. So I find that I gift, whiskey quite often.
And which brands of whiskies would you gift?
Well, to different really, clients have different, favorites. I know I've bought a lot of Glenlivet. Okay, and then there's a thing with the Glenfiddich 18-year-old, so it's quite expensive, but yeah. But I found that two of my clients particularly,
Okay.
one that's what I
And
want.
the rest of you, who do you gift?
The person that we gifted recently at the office was my boss because he was leaving during another business unit. So all of us contributed and recording Johnny Blue in the office, yes.
Okay, all right. And do you, on a personal space, would you give gifts?
I'll give it to him.
It's okay.
And I would really appreciate it. I'll not
And do you gift?
I think in my family, most of my uncles, I find that they love the Shivas. I don't know, there's something about it. So that's what I normally buy them. Like now on Father's Day, I literally have to put up money aside to at least get 2 bottles. Yeah, for my uncles.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you buy for
Shivas
your
are
uncles on
lovely.
Father's Day. Okay, and you
Yes.
get Shivas for
Yes,
both of them.
yes.
Okay, and why Shivas for them?
They like it. I mean, they never explained to me or told me why, but they just love it. We've never discussed it. Yeah.
And is it just Father's Day, bosses,
No,
leaving clients?
Birthdays.
Birthdays as well.
And
Birthdays.
who do you gift on birthdays, Peggy?
A friend. There is a friend that loves Glenfiddich. Although I have a price point.
Okay.
I have a price point. 500 rands.
That's it.
Yeah, I feel it's okay. I mean, I know he loves Glenfiddich, 12-year-old. So so far,
That's
most places it doesn't go for itself.
Okay.
Like we have a few, I have a few friends, like it's about 12. So when your birthdays, most of them prefer anyway that Johnny Walker or Jameson. So Jameson is not that expensive, so we can afford to gift them with that. Maybe we'd have a little green.
So on their birthdays,
yeah, and then they'll have a mixture of my as well, because
And what are the things that you take into consideration when thinking of buying whiskey as a gift? I mean, I hear Becky here you saying I've got a limit. Like for me, it's gotta be priceful for you.
I could acknowledge. We budget constraints. We have to get the price. We just don't want to exceed the price. Depending again on who you rent it for. You know what I mean? There's those where you go overboard, but some like nah.
And so, and who are the ones that for you would say you would go overboard for?
Okay, for me, to my clients, my 2 very special clients, they bring a lot of business, and those are the guys that you really want to keep happy. And they don't they drink that 18-year-old Glenfiddich, and that's not cheap. So but I mean for those guys, you definitely, you definitely don't mind to spend that kind of money.
That's okay, all right.
If I may add, often when I travel, and in duty free, you do get good prices.
Yes, you do.
I mean, on those occasions, then I'll definitely go beyond my price point, especially if it's, if I really feel that this is a good special, especially the liters. As I mean, locally, most of the time you get 70. Yes, you do get liters, but not often.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, they often price liters very, very, competitively.
Personally, I'll buy for myself.
So you would give to yourself as well if it's expensive. Okay,
But
so
I'll
you
never buy an expensive gift for anyone.
for anyone else. So you would give to yourself as
I'll give to myself.
if it's expensive.
I do go eating for myself. I don't mind. I feel like I deserve it. I work hard for it, so why not? So I wouldn't buy an expensive 18-year-old for someone whom I'm not even sure whether he does by it himself.
Okay.
So with those ones, I'll go to your Johnny Black.
Okay.
Because they're affordable. Sometimes you can even get them on special. 500 for 2.
Yes.
You know, you can spend $1,000 on that and buy 4 and give people gifts.
For what? Okay. All right, gentlemen, I've got some ideas that I want to show you, and I just want your thoughts and views on these ideas and how we're going to do this, because we've got quite a lot to go through. So just if we stick to the instructions in terms of what we're going to do, I'm going to hand out self-completion forms. I think I've got enough here to 3, 4, 1 each. Go ahead. I just want to, for those that are done, just to bring this on. Take one and pass it. Thank you. And you can feel free, gentlemen, to, if you want more to eat, to come through. I can do that. Okay, so you are going to write your name. Everybody's got a pen?
No.
And borrow you my pen. Or missing? I'll bring some more. Okay.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so wait, so I'm gonna give the instructions. I'll take mine.
Thank you.
So you're writing your name, you're writing group 4. Yes. Group 4, and the first idea that I'm going to show you is idea P, right? So what we'll do is I'll reveal the idea. You'll have to walk up to my board to see that idea. Ne? You have a moment there, and then you come down without saying anything. No comment, please. Come down, sit down, and you will then answer question 1, right? And then you will follow question 2, and you can see the question 2, we've divided it into 2 columns, gift pack and bottle. And then we'll then move on to question 3, right? So, but this must be quick. Okay, so P. I think if we can just move the chairs for everyone to come through, and then you guys need to stand up and come through. That's why just move the chair to the corner. Because you need to, yeah. It works better if you are up on your feet, and otherwise you won't see. Okay, and I want you to particularly look at these 2, okay? Can everybody see?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a moment. No comment, no nothing, don't say anything. Go closer, don't be far. Have a moment and come back to your seat. You fill in question 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, okay.
On those 2.
Yes. I'm going to cover it because that's why I said go look and sit, okay? So that you can. Come guys, come guys, come guys.
Awesome.
And you can see I've got 2 columns there for the bottles and the pegs. So 3 words or phrases for bottles, 3 words and phrases for the pegs. That's why there are 2 columns on question 2.
We haven't come to that one as yet, have we?
You better come there quickly. Fast. Circle the number.
Oh,
It's fine. Come guys. Just stick to that page, don't tell. If you're done there, you're done. Take a page and stop everyone. So we're done. No, we're done on that page. There's no need to turn the page. Now, the fun parts. I want you to draw everything that you remember. Anything that you remember on the blank page that I've just given you. You've got 2 minutes for that. Use colors. No, it's fine. I want to see what you remember. So don't worry about being, a perfect, artist. Just draw whatever the things that you remember. Even if you're drawing them separately, it's fine. Excuse me. Thank you. So you've got 30 seconds. Okay, stop drawing. Let's put the pencils back in the case, or the colors. in the middle of. Don't not the pens. Now. You're gonna need the pens. Make sure your pens.
Okay, that's
Okay. So I need space on the table. So. If we can all fit on the side, maybe also this way, then we can.
I see.
On the end, yes.
Okay.
This piece and then cover low and yes. Is that make it like that. Okay, so tell me, what did you write? What did you write in terms of in your self completions? You know, what words did you write?
I got the festive, colorful, eye-catching, interesting, different, and celebrate.
Okay.
I've got appealing, I've got well packaged, affordable, common, well known, and easy to relate to.
Okay.
I've got package, I've got design, I've got price because there were prices on it to them. Yes. And
I look at this as just too busy. Very, very clownish.
So busy.
Yeah. Clownish. And then I looked at that and said, it's simple.
Okay, now again, just for my recording, so we'll refer to bottles and gift packs. So you say, I look at gift packs, I thought this. I looked at bottles, I thought that. Just that I know what we're referring to and the people sitting at the back. Because when you're saying this and that, they can't see. No, yes, just that, yeah. Okay, so you were saying, Peggy, that when you looked at the bottles,
They were too busy. Yeah, I didn't like them. Elements of being clownish here and there. Okay, although, well, you know, the 200th year anniversary element, it did catch my eye. But I felt the bottles could be simpler than what they are. Okay.
I think that's what I also wrote as well. I found them, especially the bottles, I found them too busy, too colorful. I think they're taking away from the brand. I have to look very closely to see what this is, which I feel takes away. As for the gifting, the packagings, it makes sense. That's near friendly, user friendly, nice to use, but cool.
Okay, alright.
I wrote expensive, appealing, and unique. Expensive reason being it's different, you know, it's eye-catchy. Obviously, because of being eye-catchy and different from what we know, it's a bit expensive, you know.
Okay, and what do you think? What is the idea here? What do you think Johnny Walker is trying to tell us with these designs?
I think limited edition here. That's what I wrote. I thought limited edition.
When you look at the bottles,
yeah,
or
when
is it everything?
No, when I looked at the bottle, because I mean it looks unfamiliar, and you know the hype around everybody wanting to have a bottle that they can't have in the next 2-3 months. So that's what I thought here. I didn't even see the writing on it, and then I thought here value for money.
Here is it?
I mean the gift pack. I thought value for money because you get a little bit extra.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I wrote. I think that's what popped up for me.
But what do you think? What do you think is the idea behind this? Why do you think Johnny Walker went with these designs? Yes.
Okay, with these ones,
With the
it's
gift
like a
packs.
very normal kind of thing that your clients will recognize. So with these ones, I think they are more
With the
appealing to the
bottles.
youth.
Okay.
And I think because traditionally whiskey is a drink for much mature or older people, maybe they're trying to reach into the youth market.
Okay. Okay.
I also,
And
I
architect-
also thought that they're trying to be with the times
Mm.
because of their appeal.
They're trying to move
Yes,
with the
they're trying
times.
to. Yes, they're trying to appeal to a certain market.
Mhm.
You know, not
Mm.
they were your loyal old people
Yeah.
that
Mm.
used to drink these old brands because there's as a person, a young person would appeal it that I can get drink and that, you know.
Mhm.
But this is more appealing to a new generation, you know.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking they're trying to.
It's
I would take
funky.
the bottles back to, you know, when they had the Game of Thrones.
And by
bottle?
the way, it's actually one bottle, ne? So this is just one bottle. It's 4
Different ideas.
Different-
Different
different
sizes.
bottles. Step
I
side.
see.
So each side.
Okay,
of
so
it.
I
Oh,
see.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just see
Still
the
to the
characters properly.
You know, for me, the bottles, the design there, because looking at the images, it's like traveling around because you see different places and different cities and it's celebratory mood amongst. And with you having pointing out that it's right around the bottle, let's say around the world, you can still have the Johnny Walker.
Around the world, you can have Johnny Walker. So that's what it meant for you.
It
as
also
well.
appeals as a collector's, you know, you're loyal to John Walker. person.
Can we put this one straight? Just that so it looks like a collector's item.
Yes.
Okay.
I would
And-
think it's a seasonal product, like as I was saying before I was introduced. That I would think this is not a product. Remember, I would go back to what I said earlier on when I said it's more of when they had the package for Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yes, it's something similar to that where it was only for that time and then it went off. The package, they had to change the package again. Catered for different market maybe.
So like you said,
But
like he said,
yes,
limited
like-
edition.
Yes, limited edition, yes, I fully agree with him. And then the packaging one, it's
The gift pack.
the gift pack. It is, yes, it's standard. It's something that one would go for when going to your shop. When you go into a shop, at your liquor store. I mean, when you see a gift pack, obviously, and then it's value for money. Then why buy Disneyland one bottle and then when you can get two? You know what I mean?
So this is in terms of the gift packs and looking at the red and the black label, the different gift packs there. What do you think of them? Each of them.
They're okay. They're not. There's nothing unusual. I mean, it's something that you could have found on Christmas shopping, because they normally have, you know, with all different bottles that they would have. Maybe on the one hand they have it come with 2 whiskey glasses, or you know, here it looks like flasks. These flasks. These are flasks. Right?
And considering what they're celebrating, they can afford, especially with
And
this.
throw
Because
in
you see
something.
here,
What are they celebrating here?
for me, they're celebrating 200 years. So it's a huge achievement, and
It's a milestone.
like what he said was age as well. For me, age comes to my mind when I look at this and that. I can't really connect them. I really
When
can't
you
see.
get the gift packs and
For
the
me,
bottles.
this is very juvenile and trying to appeal to the trying. It's like a new brand trying to. And how many times do you walk in wherever you buy and going to look and see that this is actually Johnny Walker? Do you always stop and look like that? You need to see what it is. Like you see here, I can see what I'm dealing with.
With the gift packs,
Yes, I can see what brand this is and what it's, you know. But here it's for the youth. It caters for a different demographic altogether. It's not them.
Let me read out the brief to you quickly that went out to, and you can tell me if this is coming out. So it says, in celebration of our 200th year birthday, Johnny Walker launches a series of limited edition gift packs featuring bold and colorful illustrations and celebrating the striding man walking through the past, present, and future. Are we seeing that?
Yeah.
No, that's yes. This is definitely yes. It's an okay. There's an old one. Yes. On the
bottles.
you can see the old caricature. That's what it's called. Yes. Then there's a new one that looks like there's going to
Past.
there's past and present.
You know, I mean, this is very futuristic.
Yes.
What is the futuristic
Very
meaning?
nice.
The
The very last
buildings.
The buildings,
Yeah.
new buildings.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, when the brief now is unpacked,
Yes.
I see the drift as to what is it that the ponytails wanted to achieve with this, you know. But you know, had you not read the brief, you know, I mean, it would have been very, very difficult for one to understand this.
Okay.
As you know, those bottles are a complete departure from how traditionally, you know, packaging of expensive whiskey has
Would
been.
be. Okay.
It has been very, very discreet in the past and very appealing and very simple to the eye. To, yeah.
Okay, so let's look at this is the range, right? So does it look like part of a family? Why do you say so? You say What makes you say that?
Like for me, I think color first of all. You know, I think color. That's what I see, and I think that's what pops up for me. Color, yeah.
You know, having a packaging background, I would say I see a family packaging.
Is it a family?
Yeah, there's a family packaging. You know how the block around the name is treated. How also, you know, I mean, on the far right side of the gift pack, there is that 200 years, you know, thingy.
The blue label.
Except for the blue label.
But
Yeah.
it's
It's different.
It's different. It's different. You know, I mean, the family label kind of features are not flowing through all four. They are prominent on the three, on the red, the black, and the gold, but not on the blue.
okay.
I
So you're saying the logo is that
Yes, the family packaging features don't you know go over to the blue.
I think it differs when it comes to pricing. That's why it differs.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
I suppose it's the eye as well. When you take it in terms of shapes and whatever, it falls.
it falls.
But
It-
also,
it-
but
it
also,
works.
but also the people
It
that
works.
this the blue would appeal to.
And for me, it would make
Not
sense. For,
frivolous kind of people. Then would be looking
it
for
still
colour
maintains
and
the other
very
whatever.
serious.
It's
people
Just
that
one
wanna
at a time,
spend
guys.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So, but would you say that they look like part of the same family?
Yes,
the
I would.
same
Yes.
range.
I would.
Except
There's
Except
not,
for-
there's,
except
to
for the
me,
blue.
to me personally, there's not much of a difference.
Mm.
I can see that Johnny Walker is still the same. Johnny Walker, it's celebrating, you know, because of the 200 years and the layout. Otherwise, it's still the same packaging because this is how the gift packs come.
Yeah.
But
Especially the
black.
the black.
The black.
When
you
it
say-
comes with the two classes, it comes almost the same.
Yes.
But obviously.
Like you could easily get it on Christmas shopping, like I mentioned. That this is nothing unusual,
Okay.
really.
Okay. So but you say they look like.
They
it's
look
part
like
of,
except for the blue,
Except for this.
except for the
That
package on
one,
the
yeah,
blue,
that one.
except for this one.
But I think blue too. I think if I look at all four and we go into detail in terms of like the patterns, like the blue has also
That,
similarities
yes,
of the patterns
yes.
here, like that carnival type. Yeah,
Like,
like
so you get
celebratory.
it,
Yeah,
you get
so
the
you can see
celebratory
that
mood
it's
on
still
all
the
of
same
them.
brand. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still the
Yeah,
same
It's
brand.
still, it's still
Yeah.
visible, but you can
It's
tell that it's
visible.
celebration of obviously.
You can
of
see
some
the
kind.
celebration
Yes, the
of some
celebration
kind.
of some
Yes.
kind.
Okay.
Fireworks and stuff.
We can see fireworks and stuff. All right, let's. I want us to read, and this is not an advert or anything. This is just to explain more about what they are planning. Okay, so everybody just take a copy for this side, and this is for number 4. Everybody has a copy there? I'll read it. It says, keep walking. In 2020, we will be celebrating Johnny Walker's 200th birthday. We'll be saluting a journey that has taken us from the four corners of Scotland to the four corners of the world, that pushed the boundaries of whiskey making and saw the creation of the famous imagery such as our slanted label and the iconic striding man. In our 200th year, we'll be opening our first ever brand home in Edinburgh, inviting people to come and savor what makes Johnny Walker so special. will be holding pop-up birthday parties around the globe, launching limited edition whiskies and gift packs, creating an exciting new advertising campaign, and bringing together old friends and new to raise a toast to Johnny and to the next 200 years. Keep walking. Are we seeing that here?
Yes, absolutely. No doubt. Absolutely.
And what
Because
makes
you get young people who love Johnny Walker. Now, obviously, with the milestone, the history behind, it doesn't want to lose its old customers. It still wants to keep the old customers, make them, evolution with the young ones.
I can see different icons, from different parts of the world.
you can
this
see
thing in
different
Kuala
icons.
Lumpur,
Yes.
and the Chinese dragon,
Is there a chance of putting an African sort of? Because I've been talking to other people.
Thank you.
No, but you guys are not saying anything, and I'm asking because other people
But
have
the
said
point-
there's no in
Absolutely.
yes,
I wanted-
just a bit
Actually, I wanted to say something. The bottle when you first took off the thing, it looked like the Twin Towers. You see the Soweto Twin
Yes.
Towers.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
bottle itself.
Okay.
It does.
The
That's
colours.
that's why I lost it with the African thing because it looks like the Soweto Towers. You
The
see
Soweto Towers,
Yeah, because before they looked exactly like something like
the
this.
colours.
The colours.
Okay.
That we use on the.
I would say now that has been brought up, definitely, it's all Eurocentric and a bit of Asia. What is represented here, it says nothing about Africa.
No. And especially, Johnny Walker is one of the most loved whiskey brands
But then again,
particularly in South Africa.
I think
I don't know about, I'm not so sure about other parts of Africa,
So-
but I know here.
So what could work? Or you were saying?
Okay, I was saying I think the reason they didn't put in the African thing in it. Let's just see first. Let's understand where it comes from. It's a Scotch whiskey, so it had where it originates. Maybe that's why they cannot fit everything in the bottle. That's
But
my-
would
that's
you
my
want
point.
it if it's
Would I want
celebrating?
it? Would I want this in the bottle? Yes, I would. If they had space in it.
But
No.
do you think
No.
you guys are saying
If
this?
they could put
Well,
a
I
Chinese
think
dragon.
No, there's not about code.
Alright.
I think
Alright.
it kills its originality. Personally, I mean, he says it comes from Scotland, so why would it have an African?
But based on what we were reading, when they say here,
All corners of the world.
all
Corners of the world.
globe.
And he's
I hear what you say.
and he
then
mentioned
him
the
he
Chinese
mentioning that
dragon.
there's the Chinese dragon, there's the
So
Dubai tower,
conspicuous, yes.
the Dubai building,
Dubai
there's
towers, 100%.
the towers you was just saying,
Yes.
that's building from Sydney. You were
Yes.
mentioning that all these are from different parts of the world,
Yes.
not necessarily Scotland.
No.
But would you,
If they can represent Canada and them on their
Yeah.
bottles, it's consumed here. It's been consumed.
For a very long
It's
time.
for a
so
long
you could
time.
want
And it's
five.
one of the
So if
favorite
we did
brands.
that,
Yes.
let's to move on. If we did that, what ideas would you have to just to put a touch? I mean, like you're talking space, could make space for us to make it more relevant to us. What sort of touch of
So what to
African-
tell?
So what to tell? A table, table mountain,
is the
okay?
most-
Or even say South African icons.
Or even
African
African,
absolutely.
yeah, whether it's
African
South
American.
African,
Because,
anything that's in
because they're saying global, it would make sense to represent the continent as is, depending, of course,
So what would you
dis-
put?
how they're
The pyramids. I'll put the pyramids. Pyramids. of
okay, the
Giza.
Egypt, okay,
Of Giza, they are very well-known
African,
Kilimanjaro
I'm very
icon.
biased, so
Okay.
I'm very South
You went to
African.
South Africa.
I want South African. I would like to see Soweto Towers.
Never like to see Soweto Towers.
But besides, so I hear that way, so we can
Right.
move on from there. So it can either be African, bit of African, or some of us saying maybe a touch of even South Africa because it's loved in South Africa
Yes.
that much. Fine. But you say it's clear that what they're celebrating here, and it's clear reading what the idea is,
Yes.
explain what they're trying to
Right.
to do. Now, is this something, if you saw this, is it something that you would talk about? Is it something that you would?
Oh, absolutely.
I will talk
I mean, if you go out, for example, as often as I do, and if you know how many Johnny Walker drinkers there actually are out there, I mean, you walk anywhere, and I say, and I mean anyway. There's someone ordering a bottle of Johnny Walker Black or Johnny Walker something. Do you know what I mean? So it would be very topical.
It would be tropical. And what is this? What would this be saying about the Johnny Walker brand? Yes, this design. The
Point of departure. Comes along.
it has come along.
Come
What do you mean, point of departure?
It's like a break from old tradition
You know?
to the new one.
Okay, all right. You were saying?
It, like we said, it's celebrating 200 years. So if I see this, it's celebratory. So yeah.
I think it will raise questions of what is going on with the brand. I think, and then people who can't make out what all these patterns are would start debating about, it's actually celebrating 200 years. And you see somebody holding this package, but I know where did you get them from? It would raise interest in terms of like people wanting to know what is going on with the brand.
And Johnny Walker is one of those brands that even people who don't drink,
Yes.
there's always some pun and that
Something
we
about
throw
a
in,
Johnny Walker.
Johnny or
Yes.
Walker or something. So
And Johnny Mozama. Okay, and how does it, how does it compare to its competitors? If we looked at, the Jamesons, the Palatines, the Grants, how does it compare?
It always stands out.
It
always
stands out.
It's number one.
Stands out.
It really is. It's the most popular.
Okay, so it
Stands out.
stands out.
Generally, yes.
Okay, so you're saying that it would stand out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got cards, so keep your the papers there so that we can still see our designs so that they remain clear. I've got a whole lot of cards here, different sort of cards. I want you to choose one card that resembles how you feel about this design. All of them. No, I get it. This is a key raise. So this is yes. So you just need to choose one card that resembles that your feelings about this design that they've come up with for P. So I've got a lot. Choose one. You can stand up so that you can. No, there's no duplicates. Choose one. So that, and just spread them around so that way people can see. Okay, this should be quick.
one is enough, isn't it?
Yeah, just one card, that's what I said.
Just one card.
If you can't find one,
They should.
Make one. Make one.
Can we put them together once you've chosen the card and remove them from the table?
Perfect. No. But it's Johnny. Johnny keeps moving, Progression.
Thank you.
There's one.
Yes.
This is yours.
Everybody has their cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, have a seat. Again, okay. Let's go around. Let's start with you here. What do you have? What card number do you have?
86. I chose the Queen, Scotland, the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth. It's from Scotland. It matches everything. It's why I chose her. I'll go back to
what does it say about how you feel about this
how
design?
I feel about this design.
Because that's what you.
I don't know what to say about it.
How, but that was, we had to choose a card that
He feels
represents
all
you.
hail.
Yeah.
All hail the queen. Well, I chose 48.
Okay, tell me about that.
This is how I feel about it.
How do you feel? This doesn't.
I don't know how to describe this feeling. I thought it was just in pictures. I'm just, it's celebratory. Yes, I get the concept and everything, but I don't know. For me, there's just something missing to just push it over the edge just a little bit. After all, they're celebrating 200 years, and it's Johnny Walker. So the jury's still out.
Okay.
But I see it. I get it.
I chose 5. Very catchy, classic car that appeals to both old and the young.
And they are. Okay, that's how you feel.
That's how it
Okay, I chose card number 75. Okay, I don't know who this guy is, but he's an old man, and he's been gifted with something, and clearly everyone is celebrating him, and the joy and the pride in his face and the laugh. He's just so happy with what he's achieved, and this is what it represents.
You have?
Okay, I've got a card 34. It's a firework, I think pretty self-explanatory. You know, big celebration, success, anniversary. So that's what they screwed out.
To you.
And I think this card was appropriate.
Okay.
Well, I've got card number 81. Very Eurocentric kind of celebration. You know, with the style. Yeah, that's basically what I read from this. Very.
Sandile?
I've got card number 100. It's a gold watch with diamonds. It's to me it says the design and the time is precious. Elegance and it for keeps.
Okay.
Out of 17, in the colors of the Johnny Walker red, I think that's the most recognizable one. And it's got the gold form of celebration with a gift pack, you know, and the light, and a bit of I think it's a Christmas tree at the back. At the back. So also basically celebrating an old friend
Celebrating.
kind of thing.
Kind
That's
of
recognizable.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to? You felt like you were never ready.
Okay. Elegant, smooth and flossy.
Okay.
Right.
Look smooth. He says smooth.
Okay.
The queen is smooth, isn't she?
Thank you.
She's not vicious. If she was, then let's
Okay.
not put it in that.
So, just would you buy this? Would you buy this as a gift?
Yes, you know, in light of the celebration, yes.
Who would you
Now
buy
that-
it for?
I'd buy it for anyone. I'd buy it for the same people that I buy it for now. You know, would be my clients, family, friends.
Somebody close.
And which one particularly would you buy?
Actually, it would. I mean, the Johnny Walker Red label is usually the very low. Very yeah. It's probably not. But maybe the gold reserve. And probably the gold reserve.
Okay. And the rest of you, would you buy this?
Yes.
And the,
Yeah.
all the bottles, I mean, not just all the bottle, I'm not just talking about the gift pack.
I wouldn't buy the bottle.
You wouldn't buy the bottle?
For me, it somehow suggests that it's being celebrated there, those cities that are there, which I see only 4, and it somehow would maybe suggest to the person that okay, maybe you need to take a vacation, but with the gift pack, it's still got class.
So let's imagine that, you know, somehow the message is going to go back and they hear that we're saying we want a touch of Africa there as well in the bottle. And let's imagine it was there. Would you then buy the bottle?
I would because as per their or the campaign or the slogan saying that, you know, moving the 4 corners of the world. This is not 4 corners of the world. This is just Asian countries, and just 4 countries. So it says okay, it's being celebrated more on these
so you would buy it.
Well,
If-
Yeah.
I would buy it.
What would you buy?
I'd buy
Gift packs.
the gift packs,
Mm-hmm.
the gold and the black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the bottles. I know the days of decanters are gone,
Mhm.
but just for this celebration, I would
Mhm.
probably not even throw away the bottle.
Mm.
You know,
So you
just-
buy it for yourself to keep?
Yeah, to keep. I mean, maybe
Yes.
1 or 2 for myself to keep.
No, I mean, what you're saying is, and tell me if I'm hearing you right, you would buy the bottle for yourself to keep and you'd use it as a decanter.
As a decanter.
Just that to keep that bottle that's talking
Yes.
200 celebration.
Yes.
Okay. So
Hopefully-
could also be a gift for yourself, not just for somebody
Yes.
else.
Hopefully,
Okay.
they'll have dressed up.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes.
I'll buy it just to be with the times, you know.
What would you buy?
The
The bottles.
bottles.
Mm-hmm. Just to
And
be
to
with the
keep up
times.
with the times.
Who are you buying it for?
Myself.
For yourself. So you would buy it
Yes,
as
I would
a
also even buy it as a gift for someone. It depends what type of a person they are, you know. Because some people like things, you know. So I would
Who do you see in your circles that the people that like things? So who would you buy it for? Who do you think, and what do you think those people? How would they react to that bottle? The people that you have in mind.
surprised.
Surprised.
Yeah.
Grateful.
Grateful and honored, you know.
And
Obviously, it's a
honored.
limited
Okay.
edition.
It's
It's
a
a very
limited.
rare. It's a very rare bottle. You know?
So can I just ask something quickly? So these bottles, do they?
Like I said, one bottle.
One bottle,
Right? So
different
it's
size.
one
So this
bottle.
bottle, so this bottle is it red? Is it green? Is it red?
It's
Is it
a
gold?
bottle of black.
Is it John? Why does it say black?
So you would want to see that as well.
I would want to know what
Okay.
it is.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Whether it's a
So-
blue label, it's a black.
Do you know what I'm saying? It will make all
So
the
you
difference
would,
to me.
so you would
Yes.
want that
I would
bottle
want
to
to actually
say that
stay
it's black,
what's
what
correct.
is in it.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
I would gladly buy it if they detail it accordingly.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
Africa is still part of the world, so it needs to.
Yeah,
And not-
we passed that. We've said-
if they
yeah.
package it like that, I would gladly buy it. But at the moment as it is, I'll just
No,
go
but I can
to those
really,
ones.
we are past the fact that
Mhm.
we've now
Mhm.
included Africa. That's the only thing I can't change it now yet.
No, I get
But
you. I get
it's
you.
there in the back of our heads that
Right.
that's the message we would want to see.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, to echo him, it would need to be stated what it is.
That's what I
Yes,
said.
Because
that's
you know,
what-
you
yeah.
can't
Can I
easily
ask
buy
a
it, you
question?
don't know what you're buying.
Would it be not that this particular bottle would be in this particular box? So automatically you know you're buying a black.
Well, so would
Instead
you,
of putting the label on the bottle, you put it in the box.
so is that the bottle that you would expect
hope
in this
nothing
box,
goes
or
wrong
would
with
you?
packaging.
That's a gift pack. I
Yeah.
get it. There's bottles that go on their own.
On their
And
own,
you
yes.
also have
But what
gift
brand
packs.
is this? Is it a black?
Black,
Is it a
like I
gold?
said,
It's a
black.
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 Yeah.
So it only comes in a.
And Johnny Walker Black.
Johnny Walker.
And now,
We
what
would
do you
like for
think
them
of
to tell
that?
us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as long as
That
they
is a
tell you it's
black
fine,
label, yeah.
okay.
But
It's on a
the
black
bottle is a
box.
bit confusing because if you look at this, it's red. So you wouldn't think it's black.
But
You
that's
Yeah.
why I
know?
specifically asked. you know?
Yes, it needs the
You
colours
think it's a
to-
Johnny Walker?
Yeah, you think it's
But the
Johnny
guy's
Walker.
always got this red coat, regardless.
It's
Not
a-
black.
when you-
No, but it's
No.
not- it's got a black coat there. It's got a gold
And
coat.
well, you can't say it's red because I see so many colors in that
But
bottle.
again, if you look at this guy,
But red is prominent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
red is
Oh,
prominent.
okay.
And this is
Oh,
the
yes.
front of the
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah, yeah. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? And if you look at the
So you would now again back to my question so
Right.
that we can move on.
Right.
Would you then expect to get that bottle in the pack? If it's a black, inside the black.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's
Not
a black,
necessarily.
yeah.
If
If
it's
it's
a
a
black,
black, there
it's
must
a
be a
black.
black coat. If it's gold, there must be a gold coat. You know, like.
So you want now?
So
now
that
you're
you
telling
know
me-
the
Okay,
content.
can I have those?
You
Can I
must
so
know
that we
the
can move on?
content.
Can I have those back? Now you are telling me that you want 4 bottles. I'm telling you that it's one bottle.
No.
Now you
I'm
are saying
saying-
you want.
Oh,
4
it's
bottles.
Johnny Walker. Then that's why I'm saying if it's
Stay
red,
there.
I'm making an example. If it's
Yes.
red, like it looks like a red label and yet it's a black label. Because here it's Johnny Red and look at this. It's obviously the branding, you know.
Okay.
If it's black, then
Or otherwise,
Black-
if not
black
black, then they
coat.
must specifically say that it's a
So
black.
what you're saying is, so basically,
Sorry.
represent the black by what we normally are used to in the
Identify
black.
it.
We identify the black,
With
Johnny
the
Walker
black
black
coat.
with the black coat.
Oh.
The
Because-
gold-
Because yeah, so if it was as is, but we kept the coat, the man with
The
the coat
coat,
in the
yeah.
black coat, then it's okay. That tells
then
me
I
it's
can
a
tell
black.
if it's a black. It's a
Alright.
Johnny
Oh,
Walker.
they can
Okay.
just, or they can just label it black.
Alright, or they can just write it
Even
there.
if
But
it's
no,
not-
but no coat is black. You say when not happy with just them writing Johnny Walker black on it.
I'll
It
be
can
happy with
it
that.
can be a red coat. It doesn't
happy
matter.
with
That's the contents of the board.
Okay.
And when now you're saying it's just the contents of the bottle. Okay, so it's more of, you know, just if the contents are what it says it is, then fine. It's
Red or black or gold is still Johnny. They're celebrating with one bottle.
okay. We're moving on to the next idea, right? So we are going. You can turn to the next page of your self-completion. And you can. The next one is idea T. So again, we can do this quicker now. You've got this, right? And as you can see with design 2, you are only just writing the 3 phrases, nothing else, okay? So you can come through for design 3. And no talking. This is design T. So just
T.
Yes. So no, you just writing under design 2.
Under design 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You're just filling in design 2. Don't move to design 3 or 4. Just stick to the second design.
Good.